So what is performance management anyway? Well, performance management should be seen as a set of interactions between a manager and their employee over the course of a business year. The purpose of performance management is to focus and motivate high performance. Why is performance management so important? Well, there is a direct correlation between management behaviours and activities, employee engagement, and business profitability. In short, if you want to increase next year's bottom line results, start with this year's management behaviours. The challenge is, it's very often seen as a process, and it is a process in the fact that it's recurring. However, that devalues the key, which is it's fundamentally about the human interaction between the manager and the employee. So what are the key activities that comprise performance management? Well, it should start at the beginning of the business year with objective setting. Every employee should have a set of objectives which align to business goals. The purpose of these objectives is to give the employee clarity about what is expected of them at work. Once those objectives have been set, it's vitally important that the manager and the employee sit down, ideally monthly, and have regular one-to-ones. During those one-to-ones, you would expect to check in on performance against objectives, but in addition to that, the manager should be using coaching skills and giving feedback and making sure that their employee feels totally understood and has all the skills they need to perform to the optimum. Most organisations choose to do an appraisal of some description, probably twice a year or even in some cases quarterly. It's possible also to give performance ratings during these discussions, which gives a very clear indication of how an individual is performing relative to their peers. To get the best out of your people, it's really important to identify whether they've got any development needs that might help them to be even more successful in their job role. You might meet these development needs through training, but equally they might be met through on-the-job learning, through interaction with peers, or even self-study. Having a career discussion once a year is very important in retaining talent. Just making people understand that you want to know what motivates them will help them perform and stay longer with you within that business. So you conclude the cycle through an end-of-year appraisal, where you and your employee assess their performance against the objectives that you set at the start of the year, and you refocus them on the next year's objectives. There shouldn't be any surprises at this point, because if you've been talking to them on a regular basis, giving feedback all the way, both parties know exactly where they stand, and you know that you achieved the best together. So all of this could sound like an awful lot of work and possibly be a little bit overwhelming. Wouldn't it be great if you had software that led your managers by the hand through every aspect of the process, ensuring that your business was fully compliant with data protection and minimising the risk of employee litigation? Well, Actus has been purpose-built to embed performance management as business as usual. To find out more about Actus performance management software, simply click on the link below. You will also find a full set of free manager guides to support you embedding performance management in your business.